Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. I wanted to tell you guys about this interesting article I just read in the Wall Street Journal that I wanted to bring to your attention. It has to do with Amazon and Amazon being accused of racism, largely because they basically seem to have this thing where they ban Black documentaries that don't have that are done by Black people that don't have a white liberal narrative. And the latest documentary that they blocked was actually one about Clarence Thomas. Now, I don't care much about Clarence Thomas. I'm not a Clarence Thomas fan on any level, but I am a fan of freedom of speech. And one of the things that appears to be going on is that basically basically Amazon took Clarence Thomas's documentary down because it was being watched by a lot of people. There were millions of people watching this documentary during Black History Month because they don't want white liberals telling them what Black history should and should not be. Well, as a result of that, the producer of the film and director, sorry, the director reached out. I have his name on me. It's in a Wall Street Journal article. I'm going to grab it in a second. He basically asked Amazon. He said, what's going on? Like why is my documentary being taken off? And he got no response. Like they just said we just reserve the right to take it down, and it was a little bit weird because a lot of people wanted to watch this documentary, and a lot of people weren't allowed to watch it. And there was another documentary called "Who Killed Michael Brown." Now this was also done from by Eli Steele. This was done from a Eli Steele. I thought it was Shelby Steele, but anyway, according to the Wall Street Journal, it says Eli Steele, and it was done from more of a conservative perspective and that documentary was taken down, whereas a documentary about Anita Hill was left up. Now, here's the issue I have with this, right? And I'm going to talk about this, and I got to run. My son and I are going to be on our gaming channel. We're actually doing some gaming right now. If you guys want to come and ask questions and hang out, you can go to twitch.tv/Dr. Boyce Watkins. We play video games, and I answer your questions in the chat, and I'll be streaming pretty soon. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why this is dangerous. White liberals should not be writing Black history. That's it. Black people should be writing Black history. When it comes to Black history, Black people should not be pushed out when it comes to deciding which versions of Black history we appreciate. And what happens in public schools in many cases is that there are historical figures taught to your children who are those that are sanctioned by the white liberal establishment. For example, your kids could probably tell you all day about Martin Luther King, civil rights movement, all that stuff, but can't tell you nothing about Marcus Garvey. Give me a yes or no if your kids learn about Marcus Garvey in a public school. They don't learn about Marcus Garvey. Give me a yes or no if your kids are learning about Dr. Claude Anderson. Give me a yes or no. No, they're not. But they're gonna learn all day about what's that lady down in Georgia, Stacey Abrams, because she saved the Democratic Party. And what I'm saying to you is, I'm not saying you that you should be a Democrat or Republican. I'm saying that nobody has the right to tell you what it means to be Black. White people do not have the right to tell you what it means to be Black. You should be telling yourself what it means to be Black. Stop letting those people boss you around and tell you what to think. Now, again, I'm not going to watch a Clarence Thomas documentary unless it was for scientific purposes to analyze the mind of a person who I truly believe is mentally ill. Given that this man benefited from affirmative action, and then I turned around and said affirmative action's bad. And then he goes off and marries this white woman, and he's a weirdo. He's not my type of guy. He doesn't seem to be that intelligent, based on my analysis of his performance as a Supreme Court justice. He was a political puppet. He was, straight off the Sambo field, no question about it. But I think that he has a right to speak. Right. I think that a lot of black conservatives are not stupid people. There are a lot of black conservatives who care more about black people than half your damn liberal friends. You got liberal friends, liberals out here that don't even want to pay reparations. They won't even support reparations for you. They keep you in poverty. They destroy your communities. They put all the black men in prison. They want you. They're telling your kids to change their gender when they're 8 years old, and that's normal and okay, or that a boy can wake up and decide he wants to be a girl and then go beat your daughter up and in some physical sport. I mean, it's crazy. Like a lot of liberal ideas are stupid to me. So I'm not signing up for that. I'm not a liberal. I am not a liberal. Now, am I more conservative? I'm not a Republican. I'm not going to vote Republican. That's not my style. I'm not into Democrat Republican politics. I'm into black politics. I'm a black nationalist. I want a black family. I want to run a black community. I want some rich ass black people who are running our neighborhoods. I want some strong black men in every household. I want a chicken in every pot. I want every child to be educated. I want our people to hold it down. I want us to own land. That's what I want. That's who I am. So whatever party you want to put that in, whatever party line you want to put that in, put it in the party line. But don't be trying to put me in your little stupid box because your policies have failed. You have failed black people. White liberals have to confront that. You have failed the black community in an extraordinary way. And now that we're talking about reparations, you don't even want to support that. 80-something% of white folks don't even want to pay reparations. So these people are not my friends. That's what I believe. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you what to think. I'm just telling you that people are allowed to say what they want, man. I mean, what is wrong with freedom of speech? Ain't nothing wrong with letting people talk, even if you disagree. You can learn from that conservative, uncle at the barbecue, even though he has some values that might have, come to fruition in the 1960s. He's still the OG. You still give him respect in the barbershop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got grandparents that have conservative values that are not into liberal ideologies. They're not into feminism. They're not into the LGBT talk. Or the way the talk has been structured. Not that they hate anybody, but y'all know what I'm talking about. This exaggerated, ridiculous, paternalistic attitude that liberals have toward you is what's made you into a slave. That's why you got all these big fat, you know, multi-millionaire athletes who are too scared to start a sports league, but they want to sit around begging the NFL to let them be part owners in a team. But you don't made $100 million and all your friends got $20-30 million a year contracts, and y'all can't start a sports league. It's because they taught you how to be pansies. They taught you how to be dependent. They taught you how to be high-paid slaves. They taught you how to sit around hoping for integration so that you don't build anything on your own. If I can convince you to spend your whole life trying to get into my institution, then you will never build your own institution because you're going to spend too much time trying to build mine. And that's what they do. They want you around so they can use you and saddle you up with a ton of student loan debt so you can go work for another white person after graduation and then turn around and act like mama, I made it, while you living in a white neighborhood, pushing up property values for white folks, paying student loans to a white university, and spending your life serving a big white corporation. Get out of here with that nonsense. That is not black power. That is you just ridden the slave elevator and your preparations for slavery. Remember, they won't give you reparations for slavery, but they give you plenty of preparations for slavery. And I see more slavery coming from the places where black people actually hang out, which is in the liberal establishment, than I see anywhere else. And I'm gonna call it like I see it. That's what it is. So I don't, I may not align with everything my conservative friends say, but my gauge is: Are you black? Are you black first? If you black first, I don't really care who you voted for. I just don't. And anybody who runs around acting like, like I think somebody said something stupid. Like they said, well, whenever somebody says, it was some guy and he got all these likes from all these white liberals. He said something like, whenever a racist white person says, I have a lot of black friends, they're talking about Candace Owens, and he got a whole bunch of likes or whatever. I think it was Bishop Talbert Swan or whatever. And I was just sitting there. I said, no, they could also be talking about Stacey Abrams, because if Candace Owens is buffooning, Stacey Abrams is buffooning too. They both on the cover of magazines, saving their own little political party. It's like a McDonald's employee telling you, well, nah, Burger King is racist, and the Burger King employee is like, nah, McDonald's is racist. You need to eat at McDonald's because we got healthy food. No, you're both fast food restaurants, and we need to stay the hell out of both of your restaurants, because both of your restaurants will give us food that's going to make us sick and give us cancer. Get out of here with that stuff. Seriously. And only a few people really get this. I mean, for some reason, the brainwashing really works, and the lack of education causes a lot of people to go backward. And so I'm not really talking to those people who don't understand where this is coming from. They got to go through their nonsense. They got to sit around all day begging for corporate jobs, hoping for opportunities, sitting around powerless, celebrating tiny little victories over crumbs. But I'm rolling with the people that really want to build, that really want to win championships. So if you are a championship winner, then you can be my friend. If you're not trying to win championships, then take your ass to the back of the bus. Enjoy yourself. I'm out of here. I got to go. Me and my son are going to be on my Twitch channel. So there's the Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. We actually play Call of Duty almost every night, actually. And every day I do stock market analysis. So it's kind of like the the Stock Market Gamer channel. So that's what I decided to call it. So if you go to the Black Stock Market Gamer, you can actually follow that on Instagram. So yeah, we do play Call of Duty, and yes, we are serious. And so I'm just not that good yet, but I'm getting better. So if you there's the Twitch right there, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and the Black Stock Market Gamer you can follow on Instagram. So if you could please also hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Peace.